Hi everyone, welcome back. So here we will continue with our classification assessment methods. Now we're gonna see the k-fold cross-validation method. This is actually one of the most used methods for classification, evaluation, and machine learning. And the idea is very simple. What we do is again, we have our initial training set and we divide it in k folds, right? We partition it actually. There's no intersection between these folds, and the union is exactly the initial database. And they are equally sized folds, right? So from D1 till dk. Then in the first round, we train a classifier that we call it M1 with all the folds from D2 to dk, excluding D1. You see, we exclude the fold that matches the number of the classifier. So for M1, we exclude D1 and we train with all the others. Then we train M2 by excluding D2 and training from D1, then D3 until dk. Then for M3, we train the M3 classifier by using D1, D2, D4 till dk, excluding D3, and so on. So MK, the model K, will be trained with all the folds excluding dk. So why we do that? Because then we use every model and make a prediction or classification over the fold that was excluded, right? So for M1, we make a classification over the fold D1 and we create the prediction column. We call it CM1, right? And we do the same with M2. We make the classification over the fold D2 and we have the prediction here. And then for MK, we make a classification over the fold DK and we create the prediction column. So finally, we put those columns together and we are ready to obtain error indicators that we are going to see soon. So again, we need to make sure that we are using stratification. It means whatever is the proportion of the different classes, we need to keep the same proportion in every fold, such that we ensure that every model will be trained with all the classes, will be tested over all the classes, and on top of that, the class proportion will be the same.